this here topic is literally right up my alley. This is going to be one of those few times where I truly get to speak about something that I have a lot of passion for, that I'm very intrigued by, that I am a huge believer of in many different ways. And when you feel about UFOs and aliens and extraterrestrials and all that, interplanetary madness, when you're a fan of that, you kind of wait, expect, hope, some of y'all pray, for the type of shit that's going on right now. We are literally on a UFO like bonanza. And I think it's funny, I think it's dope, I think it's awesome. But it's not about what I think. It's about, hey man, the proof is in the pudding now. Are we all ready to finally accept it? So let's talk about different things. I want to bring up some things that a lot of you guys don't know about, now that the topic is at hand. And then we can discuss things that you guys have heard about and what's supposed to come out. So to my understanding, and I tried to do some research, I was all on the phone looking things up to try my best not to twist anything up so that no one throws it in my face. But to my understanding, next month, June, coming up right now, by the way, watch out for your boy's birthday, June 15th, holla back. In June, it was written by former President Donald Trump, that as part of the COVID relief plan, the government was basically, in some shape or form, obligated to disclose the information that they know about UFOs, ETs, anything in that neighborhood. So, that's a good, hoorah, but he can tell them that they have to disclose. He can tell them that they have to say a bunch of things. They have to tell the United States citizens or the world, what they know as a way to help. And hopefully they will. And I think they will to a certain extent. I just don't know how much they're going to give us, how much information they're going to give us. But it's a big breakthrough for alien enthusiasts, for UFO people who, like myself, who dig that type of stuff. So we're all on standby. We're all going to see what turns about from that come June. We're going to see what they say. We're going to see what they cite. We're going to see what they refer to. I don't know how far they're going to go with it. I don't know about any, talk of evidence, things of that nature. We'll see. But what we all have seen very recently is how, the government did admit that indeed the footage that has been leaked by several people, Jeremy Corbyn, if I'm saying his name correctly, he's a big leader in this. So big shout out to Jeremy. Joe Rogan had him on his podcast a couple of times, I think 3 times by now. Jeremy's the big reason why Bob Lazar was born back into existence with his story and how relevant it is. And then that's why Joe Rogan had him on his podcast as well. You guys should check that one out, or the Netflix special on Bob Lazar. Great stuff. Anyhow, so Jeremy, I guess he's an inside guy now for all these, ex-military or currently still, enrolled in the military. Most of them are ex. And they're starting to give him a bunch of information, including video footage. And they're telling him, yeah, man, we weren't supposed to say anything, but we used to see these fucking things all the time. So if you guys are into it, maybe you gave these interviews, maybe you gave these little videos that have been coming forth. Maybe you listened to the Joe Rogan, maybe even it's on CNN now. It's on the news everywhere, Fox as well, which they used to laugh at it, but now it seems like everybody's now, okay, wait a minute. This is coming to fruition. This is kind of seeming like for real now. It now seems like all this shit that people have been talking about, seeing spaceships in the sky, seeing lights or being abducted, might be a little bit too far, might not. Who knows? We'll get there. But it's all coming to light now. And now that the government said, yes, that footage that was just leaked out, yes, that was our footage. Yes, that's true. We did not know what that was. And it did show the abilities of vehicles, air, by the way, they're called UABs. What the fuck was it? It's a new name so that the UFO ordeal doesn't keep its attachment to aliens and extraterrestrials. UAB is supposed to be some type of aerial, unidentified aerial type device, meaning it can be anything in the air from a fucking, it's still a UFO regardless. It is. They're just trying to, detach from the whole, alien thing. But so they're admitting that there's been multiple times in the past and documented that they have confronted these vehicles and have no idea where they're from, how they're able to do what they're doing, the amount of speed that they have, the abilities of maneuvering that they have, no signs of any kind of propulsion, no kind of burning of a fuel in order to get from A to B, able to do things that doesn't make sense, that if there was a human being inside that vehicle, it still wouldn't make sense. Even if there was and they say this, even if it was the Russians or the Chinese who have this dope ass new flying vehicle and they don't know about it, if a human was controlling it inside, the acrobatic things that it did, it's not doable for a human. Like a human would die. His body would turn inside out. It's some crazy shit there. But anyways, so that's kind of where they politically correctly said. They're not going to say that they're, technically speaking, they can't say that they're anything alien and that they're anything extraterrestrial. They can't say that. You do not know until you verify. They can only assume. But at least now they're admitting that, yes, these aerial devices are worldly, and we don't know how they do what they do. And then you have the Navy pilots. Now, this is, to me, where it gets very interesting, and also where it upsets me when other people have backlash against it. So, cheers to y'all on that Pinot Noir red wine tip. Who are we to second guess and think, for the most part, these credible sources have ulterior motives that would therefore make their claims pretty irrelevant, silly, unrealistic. By that I mean the people who are coming out. I'm not the Jeremy guy, not Jeremy Corbyn, but these are actual Navy pilots who have 15 years in, who were high-ranking officials, multiple officials. I think about 4 or 5 when it came to the Tic Tac story. If you guys don't know about that, if you guys don't know about the Tic Tac story, look it up, and you'll see this amazing footage coming from a radar, a sonar, whatever device from a Navy ship, and what they saw, what they encountered, and then what they also recorded from multiple planes who were following this Tic Tac looking vehicle. And you can hear what they were saying, and then they all have their own story. Once again, shout out to Joe Rogan. He was a big part of that push. So these people have now, recently in the last 5 years, been telling their stories. And they all coincide, they all fit, they all make sense, they're all the same stories. None of these guys are writing books. People like to say, oh, what's his ulterior motive? Maybe he was, and then, okay, you have the Neil deGrasse's of the world. If you guys don't know who Neil deGrasse is, fucking get off your phone and jump off a wall, okay? Neil deGrasse is an amazing scientist as he is, and how much he helps the world out the way he does, and he's an amazing influence. He's the type of guy that when you're a scientist, you have to live and die by it. And until you have evidence, you are not to assume anything that is folklorish, science fiction, things of that nature. You can theorize, but even that you have to do it with supportive facts and whatnot. So Neil, because we don't have proof of aliens, he doesn't have. See, that's where he shouldn't go off the hinge sometimes like he does. He doesn't have the proof. That doesn't mean that the proof doesn't exist. He doesn't have it, we don't know of it. But those who believe that it exists. But he says that until you have the proof, hardcore facts, you are not to assume anything that is not proven to be realistic in life today. So he says when these people see things and they think it is what it is, looks like a device, looks like it did some acrobatic, looks like it disappeared, looked like it went underwater. He has all these explanations to what your mind can do to you, how your vision can get altered or impaired in some shape or form when you're out in the water too much, when you're too high on a plane, when you have some type of jet, from going too fast, what it does to your body, how it impairs your judgment. He's gonna go that route in order to make it seem like until we can actually prove what the hell was in there and what that actually was, it's not, as a scientist, I'm supposed to think everything else that makes sense. So he gives those, alternate theories. But I think really what we should do is give these guys way more credit than to take anything away from them. You're talking about multiple stories from multiple people who are all high-ranking officials who all have been in their branch and military for, I think everyone's at least 12 plus years or more, 12, 14, 15. Um, these guys have no reason to taint their career, to taint the credibility that they built for so long, the integrity that they have, being such a high-ranking official for a United States, service of some sort, branch of some sort. So these guys all say the Tic Tac story about what they saw, what they witnessed. That was to me so solid right there. You got the Bob Lazar story. Then recently you have the video that came out that everybody's seen as of lately in the last month. Looked like infrared. It was infrared, which means it looked like a glowing green, and it showed what looked like pyramid flying vehicles that look like pyramids / triangles or triangular vehicles. And then the government didn't deny it. The government said, yeah, that was actual footage. We don't know this. We don't know that. Now, so this is what's been hot. This is what's been being spoken about. Now in the news, they're talking about like, okay, get ready. We are probably about to find out some real deal shit that these UFOs are for real, and then who's behind it and so on and so forth. Okay, well, that's probably what most of you guys are on right now. So let me take you guys a little bit further back. And I would love for you guys to do your research, and you can decide on your own as well. Obviously, it's a free world. In 2004, if I'm not mistaken, I was just looking at my phone, okay, I'm not gonna go through all that right now. 2004, a Canadian Minister of Self-Defense, or the Canadian Minister of Defense, Secretary of Defense, sorry, the Canadian Minister of Secretary of Defense, something like that. Excuse me if I'm fucking it up a little bit. There was this congressional type gathering of a bunch of different people who were used to be in the Canadian Congress, and they started their own thing and whatever. You can look up the details. He basically spiels that for the longest time he had been holding his back, and that he wanted to tell everybody because he felt now that it was the right of not just Canadians, not just Americans, but the worldwide, for people to know what we truly do know about alien races. And the guy goes on to spiel. I'm going to try to remember to leave the link down below on the description so you guys can follow up on that. And I'm going to give you a quick short version. The guy goes on for about an 8-minute rant, okay, a good rant, maybe 9, where he says, basically, we 100% have confirmed that there's not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, but a solid 3 alien races that are 100% confirmed. 3 of them completely different. I think 1 were called the tall whites. That's not a joke. The other ones they call the grays, and I forgot the 3rd one. And 1 of them, it's either the 4th one or 1 of the 3. 1 of them is kind of delinquentish, kind of like, they're not cool, they don't vibe with us, I don't even think they vibe with everybody, don't know the details. I'm sure you can find videos where he breaks it down more when he gets interviewed afterwards. I'm sure he does, major interviews. I didn't go down that rabbit hole, it's a little bit too deep for me. I heard his story, it was good enough. Let's run with it. But the guy is saying that he wanted to admit this, that he didn't feel like it was right, that he should continue refraining from disclosing that information, kind of whistleblowing, if you want to call it that. So he said it during this meeting, says everything that he says. He goes into further details about it. So I want you guys to find that video, follow the link, go ahead and look at it, and then you can go deeper into the rabbit hole if you want. That guy right there deserves a lot of credit. He was at a prime position with, the Secretary of Defense Minister for Canada. Then he did all kind of other political stuff. I mean, this is a guy with a lot of credibility. It's not like somebody who was, thrown in front of the bus over some scandal or part of some corruption or anything like that. No. And he's on the last leg of his life. I think he's like 71 or something like that. I don't know what the guy's worth. I don't know how much he made, but you got to think somebody like that, once you get to that point, for all the naysayers who want to attack him and say, oh, he wants to write a book, or, he's done doing all that, the politics stuff, so this is the last thing he's going to do. He's going to storytell like some old man. You have about a fragment of a fucking right to do that just because you have that right. But really, come on, man. Give this fucking viejo some credit. He's not telling you some crazy shit. He's not inventing it. There's a lot of support behind it. And that was in 2004, again, if I'm not mistaken. Now fast forward more. All those videos start coming out, the leaked videos, the Tic Tac, other things that you guys can look up. Now, most recent, before what was popping up on on everybody's TV right now, in December, I think, of 2020, an Israeli, I think again, he was secretary of something for the space program for Israel. He was there for 30 years. That's a long motherfucking time, folks. That is a lot of hard work you put in to get wherever you get to achieve what you achieved. I believe he retired as an admiral or general, somebody stupid high, okay? And he said he waited about 3 to 5 years before disclosing this, because had he done this earlier, he said he would have been hospitalized and maybe killed. And he didn't want to put his family through anything. But once he realized that shit was popping up more and more and more, the phones were getting too good, people are recording good footage of something, vehicle-like in the sky, some phenomenon, with the weather path, whatever it is, and then things going on out in space, with the moon and Mars and so on and so forth. And he felt like it was time. So he comes forth and he says what he says. Now this one, guys, this one's a big one. This one's a big one. Y'all gotta look this shit up. The man says during an interview with Israeli reporters, it was a way longer interview, but they broke it down and they uploaded that portion of the alien part, and they did it for the Americans to see what he had said. So this guy says, and again, don't quote me word for word, but in the neighborhood of, we have clearly been kicking it with multiple alien races. This has been going on for many years now. He said they have completely verified that aliens have been coming back and forth to our planet. I think he said for over 250 years now. Might have been more, but I think he said 250 years now. I don't know, might have been 2,500, not sure. He says that they're not hostile. If anything, 2 of them have been helping us step our shit up big time on technology and things of such, whatever. He says they're just as curious about us and how we work and what our thoughts are and the way we think about the universe. He even said they don't even know the answers to the universe and how it came about and so on and so forth. And they too are doing their research. He says that we've been working with them for quite a while now. That President Trump was just about to, I don't want to say snitch, whistleblow. President Trump was just about to tell Americans and the world everything that he knew about it. And that they urged him, that they even threw like a vote at him. Like this is again, it gets a little bit bigger than that. And they said, no, your peoples aren't ready. That if you told them about us and everything you know about us, it would be chaotic. I think everyone out there hearing this and watching this would agree, after the motherfucking bullshit we saw with COVID, from the toilet paper bullshit to everything else you can imagine, it's insane, And then just recently we had this gasoline crisis. Oh my God, boy, it just goes to prove how fucking stupid we are and why people can't tell us what's really going on. But anyhow, that's a whole nother blog. The man goes on to say that. So they asked Trump not to do it, so Trump chose not to do it. He goes even further and says, there's a galactical federation. I want y'all to let that marinate right quick. There's a galactical federation. I'm gonna say, if y'all want to correct me, please do. And please, guys, I want you guys to comment, leave comments on all this craziness. Tell me how you feel about it. Let me know if you got a good lead or a link or something that I might not know. And if you think it's full of shit, maybe you got something that's debunking it. Man, speak your mind. But guys, Galactical Federation is basically comparable to, like, let's say the United Nations for our planet. The UN, the United Nations, where everybody gets together and it's like, all right, cool. We're all sharing this ordeal that we live in. And if we're all gonna share it, we need to be under some type of universal rules and understandings, some type of respect factor of, you can't fuck with my planet, I can't fuck with yours, don't be messing with my bitch, shit like that. I don't know. But he says there's a Galactical Federation and we're part of it. And Trump knows, as well as other officials know. So yeah, that's a big one to swallow right there. That's like Guardians of the Galaxy type shit, like literally. So, and then he even went as far as to say, there's a lot of agreements that we've made with them, with a bunch of them. Like agreements, yes, you can study some of our people. Yes, you're allowed to hover around in our world and do this and do that and blah, blah, blah. Those details we don't know. But he also said that not only are they under agreement, but they share a hidden space base in Mars. That Mars is a big center where we all like meet and greet and talk shit and have meetings and all that type stuff. That's kind of where he went with that. So I know some of y'all must be like, man, Wes, you making this shit up. Did you just smoke? I mean, I did smoke a little bit ago, but that's not why. And this is only my first cup of wine. Nah, man, this is real shit. I really want you guys to look it up. Tell me what you think. It's not me making it up. I'm just passing it on, okay, guys? But there's links and again, this guy was 30 years in the space program of Israel's whatever force. That's a big deal, man. Come on, this viejo's not gonna fucking shit on everything that he put forth. He's so recognized. He got awards. He's got all kind of different things that he's noted for. He's not gonna fuck all that up just to make this up and then go down as like some crazy man. Like, come on, man. Let's give that man some credit. Let's say that whatever that man's saying, at least 60% of that shit is true, and I think it's 100% true. If 60% of that shit is true, hot diggity motherfucking damn, we have to reassess a lot of things. So I'm all on board, guys. I am. I love every bit of it. I've always believed in it. I had my own little encounter when I was younger, when I was a teenager. Shout out to my boy Derek. Shout out to Emil Castellanos. Shout out to Dax Gallegos. These boys know the story. My brother Danny, he knows the story. But you know, that was just a little initiative thing when I was a teenager. Fast forward, I've just been a fan of it for so many different things, and I've been a big believer in it. And with technology, we've all realized, you know, we can see a lot more now on our phones. And me, I go down the rabbit hole, so I see a lot of footage that a lot of you guys don't. You know, footage is worldwide. Some people in Australia, they don't even share their video footage with Americans on what they see. So you really got to find, you know, what's out there. And I've done that a lot. So I've been a big believer. And the reason I brought this up today is because, one, it's hot. It's all over. It's a topic that's being trendy. Two, we're about to, you know, get our minds blown in some shape or form or whatever the government's going to disclose in the next couple of weeks in June with the whole COVID relief thing that's in there. And three, I was actually talking to this with my group, you know, during the beach on Sunday. And, you know, they brought it up. They know that I'm the nerd when it comes to these alien stuff, you know, and they brought it up like, oh man, how you feeling about that? Seems like, who knows, you might be right, this, that, you know. So it was cool that all that has come about, and now I really get to talk about it, not as just some nerdy fan of it, but hey, motherfuckers, everybody's talking about it, and it looks like it's about to blow up in everybody else's face. So I want to know what you guys think about it. You see the shirt that I'm rocking. You can see the type of fan that I am about this type of shit. Can't wait to get the tattoo. By the way, if you're a tattoo artist, a damn good one, and you're watching this, I need some sponsorship. I need to finish this space age shit that I'm doing right here so I can show everybody during all my podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, guys, don't forget, stay tuned in. I know I haven't put a podcast out in a couple of weeks. Been very busy with multiple things, but I got an amazing one coming out with my homegirl, Isabella. Her Instagram name is RedPillBabe. She's had one, RedPillBabe 2. I think she's on RedPillBabe 3. She keeps getting banned from Instagram because this chick, talk about rabbit holes. This girl built a tunnel system on the rabbit holes. We're gonna talk all kind of dope ass, crazy ass stuff, from conspiracies to aliens to political craziness. You name it, I can't wait. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be seeing her in a couple days, and we'll put the podcast out as soon as we can. I appreciate everybody out there support. Make sure you keep tuned in. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now. Hit that like button. Help your boy out. It helps with the algorithms, and it helps make the channel blow up a little bit more, a little bit faster. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it.